And truly give my counsel and advice to the governor and the executive committee member in my department, that I shall maintain secrecy and confidentiality in the course of my duties and shall not divulge any information gained by me.
Amoga, do solemnly swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people of Kakamega.
I, Penina Lungato Mukabane, do swear solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya.
Ya mipango ya miji yetu yote Mega anaingia na tayari barua yake ya kukubalika kuwa waziri inatiwa sahihi na
Mheshimiwa Spear by the former president of Kenya, led and participated in human capital management. He commenced acting chief officer for public service and administration in 20.
And truly give my counsel and advice to the governor.
Vizuri na anamkubalia kwake muhaka. Congratulations, kongole ndugu.
National Hospital, Kakamega County General Hospital. Dr. Wesonga currently serves as the chair of department and lecturer.
I, Bernard Wesonga Ochieng,
justice to all. So help me God.
Honorable Namasi, MCAs led by the majority leader, Philip Maina, the national government led by the acting county commissioner, the executive and members of the county assembly. Bwana asifiwe nyote. Bwana asifiwe tena. Mimi kwa majina naitwa Ayub Sabula Ngatia, mtoto wa Pasa. Mimi ndio deputy wa Fernandez Baraza. Kabla sijanena lolote, county assembly did a very good job. I'm told muli approve the list of all the nominees within a record of 2 hours. So I'll give opportunity to the Speaker of the County Assembly just to say a word so that the new chief officers and CEC members wajue who is going to oversight them. Karibu.
Honorable Ayub Sabula, all MCS led by our able majority leader Philip Maina, the incoming CECs and COs, and the outgoing CECs and COs, the national government representatives here, led by the commissioner, and all our guests. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is James Namati. I am the Speaker of Kakamega County Assembly. Sisi ndio tumefanya hii kazi mzuri yenye mnaona hapa.
Mumeona CEC kutoka Likuyani. Sasa which balance are you talking about? You be in that shoe ndio ujue balancing si siasa. Secondly, I would like to congratulate the CECs and chief officers who have been sworn in na wamepatiwa certificate of appointment. Kazi inaongojea hapa mbele. The outgoing CECs, thank you. Me and Honorable Barasa tulipata structures mzuri sana. The way the outgoing county secretary amesema, they have supported us and we held the first cabinet meeting under the leadership of Barasa kwa mikono ya former CECs. Thank you so much for the good work. Mimi ningependa kuwaambia hivi, the incoming CEOs and CECs, matters of politics, barua yote ikitoka kwa Senate, it should be addressed.
Ayub Sabula, national government that is represented by the acting county commissioner, the right honorable speaker of Kakamega County Assembly, Mheshimiwa Namati, the entire House leadership and members of the County Assembly, the just sworn in members of the County Executive, members of the former County Executive Committee present, County Secretary and Head of Public Service, the Chairperson, County Public Service Board and board members, the County Attorney, the Clerk of the County Assembly, the Chief of Staff, advisors to the Governor who are present here today, heads of county agencies, the clergy, family members and friends of the newly sworn in County Executive Committee officers, all invited guests, the staff, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Kabla sijanena hotuba yangu rasmi, kwanza kabisa nachukua nafasi hii kuwashukuru sana wana Kakamega. Najua tuko hapa watu kutoka tabaka mbalimbali, na pia najua tuko na marafiki wetu kutoka sehemu mbalimbali. Mimi kama gavana wenyu nachukua fursa hii kuwashukuru sana kwa ule uamuzi ambao mlifanya tarehe 29 mwezi wa 8 kwa kusema ya kwamba mnataka viongozi bora na sio bora viongozi. Kazi ambayo mlifanya, mmeona Kakamega County sasa iko kwa mikono ya watu ambao ni watenda kazi. Na mimi kama gavana wenyu nitakuwa gavana wa kila mtu. Sitaelekea kila wakati mrengo wote, kwa sababu as a governor my aim is to unite the people of Kakamega. Kwa hivyo I will be the governor of every Kakamega resident. Vile deputy amesema, sisi kama gatuzi la Kakamega lazima tushirikiane na serikali kuu. Ndiposa juzi nilikuwa na mkutano na rais wetu ambaye ni Dr. William Ruto kujadili mambo ya ujenzi na mambo ya maendeleo. Sio ya kwamba mimi sasa nimetoka kwa mrengo wa Azimio. Mambo ya kushirikiana na serikali kuu ni muhimu sana ili tulete maendeleo hapa. Na kesho tutakuwa na mgeni mashauri ambaye ni rais wetu wa Kenya Dr. William Ruto, ambaye atakuwa nazuru Kakamega County kwa siku 2, kesho na siku ya Ijumaa. Kwa hivyo nachukua wakati huu wakaribisheni nyinyi wote mje kwa wingi ili tumkaribishe rais wetu ambaye ni Dr. William Ruto. Kwa hiyo machache niruhusu sasa nitoe hotuba yangu kwa lugha ya Kiingereza. It's now my great pleasure to preside over this important ceremony that marks the end of a long and meticulous process of identifying, shortlisting, interviewing and vetting a new team of Kakamega County Executive who have now been fully and formally sworn into office. I sincerely hope that the new team will blend in well with their colleagues in the civil service, both at the national and the county levels, as well as other non-state stakeholders in delivering quality services to the citizens of the great county of Kakamega, the Green Jewel. Let me at this juncture take this opportunity to congratulate all officers who have taken oath on your new appointments after successfully going through the due process in line with the requirements of the Constitution and relevant laws governing appointments to public office. To the entire County Assembly, I want to thank you for the thorough vetting exercise which you conducted on individual nominees within a relatively short time, ensuring that we now have a team that can deliver on my agenda for the people of Kakamega under the new administration. I also want to thank the special selection panel that comprised of professionals from various fields, not limited to human resource, economics, engineering, technology, agriculture, education, architecture, environment, among others, for burning the midnight oil during the entire recruitment process that involved shortlisting, interviewing, and selection, and finally presenting a list of successful candidates for the position of County Executive Committee members. My gratitude also goes to the County Public Service Board for ensuring a well-coordinated recruitment process for the chief officers. Special thanks goes to all those individuals who are involved at whichever level, either directly or indirectly, to ensure successful recruitment and vetting process of these executive government officers. I am well informed that all the legal requirements for the individuals to assume public office were duly followed. This included wisely advertisement of the county executive vacancies in national dailies and on the official county official website, shortlisting, conducting interviews, and carrying out selection exercises diligently in accordance with the provision of Chapter 6 of the Constitution on leadership and integrity. Also referred to Articles 10 and 232 of the Constitution, which provides for principles of good governance and values and principles of public service, respectively. I wish to confirm to members of the public that in these appointments, we put into consideration the principles of equity, fair distribution, regional balance, gender, age, and persons with disability. Ladies and gentlemen, as I pointed out recently, when I first unveiled the list of the county executive nominees, I would like to once again thank all the applicants and the people of Kakamega County at large for your patience as the process appeared to take longer than anticipated. We took great care to ensure that our actions were in compliance with the law for a smooth transition between the outgoing and the incoming county executive committees. I am pleased to note that we successfully navigated the transition period without causing unnecessary disruptions in government operations and service delivery. I am confident that as the new team prepares to take over, there will be no instance of impediments to service delivery. A lot of efforts have been put in place to ensure outstanding audit cases, pending bills, and other administrative issues get addressed appropriately by the incoming officers, as this is a continuous exercise in all governments. I expect comprehensive handover reports from the exiting executive committee members so as to facilitate a seamless transition. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very grateful to the former administration, led by His Excellency the Governor, Dr. Wycliffe Oparanya, for establishing a solid foundation upon which the new team begins its tenure. My sincere appreciation goes to the entire executive committee for ensuring a successful assumption of office 3 months ago. To the new team, which includes my advisors who are present here today, as much as the process of coming into government appears to have been strenuous, this will turn out to be the key of your initiation into much senior responsibilities in the public service subject to your performance. A great American leader, Abraham Lincoln, once said, and I quote, If I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I will spend 6 hours sharpening my axe. My administration will be focusing on efficient service delivery of our mandate by not working hard, but working smart. That is the only way through which we can improve on our efficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, serving the public calls for heavy personal sacrifice. As you are all aware, the expectations of the county citizens and all the stakeholders are very high. You will be called upon to work persistently for long hours, away from your comfort, your homes and family, and more often than not, without compensation. This, nevertheless, is to be expected of you, given your senior positions in government. Let me draw your attention right from the onset to the fact that I will not, and it will not be a walk in the park for us to improve the quality of life for the people of Kakamega. Within strict timelines, particularly taking into consideration the county's untenable situation with regard to water supply and sanitation, food security, health services, education, inadequate infrastructure, high rate of unemployment, among others. You will be required to embark on the task of delivering the pledges I made to the people of Kakamega County in my election manifesto right from the word go. In my manifesto, I articulated my slogan of Maendeleo na Usawa. The key pillars of this transformation agenda are very critical in jump-starting the huge untapped potential of our economy. In summary, please take the following deliverables expected of my administration by the people of Kakamega County. Number 1, we have to transform the agricultural sector and improve productivity, promote diversification, and ultimately increase farmers' incomes. Number 2, we have a task to actualize our robust program to improve the county's road network, including construction of bridges to achieve intra- and inter-county connectivity to great access to markets and other public institutions and attract investments. Number 3, constitutionally our people are entitled to easy access to clean, potable, and safe drinking water. To this end, my pillar statement of water at the doorstep, Amasi Mulyango, must seek to increase water supply, reduce wastage, and expand coverage to over 70% of households. We have approximately 280,000 households within Kakamega County. On matters health, it's my desire to overhaul the county's health services to ensure our citizens access affordable and high-quality preventive and curative health services. The Kakamega Teaching and Referral Level 6 Hospital, whose completion and operationalization process through the public-private partnership is on course, will mark a positive turning point for the county's universal health care, as well as on-source revenue and employment opportunities. Similarly, such iconic projects like the ongoing Buhongu Stadium and others will be completed during my tenure as your governor. The county education sector must improve the infrastructure in all our ECD and county polytechnics to ensure proper equipping of our children and trainees respectively with required contemporary knowledge and skills to make them globally competitive. Number 5, the Internet of Things has opened up new horizons to boost operational efficiency and our capacity to drive national and county economic agenda. Hence, we must accelerate the development and application of ICT tools to support efficiency, reduce wastage and leakages of all source revenue, among other expenses. This will be achieved through the enhancement of the e-citizen platform to enable businessmen and residents across the county access government services online through a cashless system. We shall also embark on ambitious county connectivity projects which will transform Kakamega County into a smart county with enhanced digital connectivity in all our 12 sub-counties, high digital literacy among citizens, and improve efficiency in delivery of government services. Our county is endowed with plenty of natural resources, unique culture, art and talent, and huge population that guarantees immediate market for our goods and services. It is therefore our responsibility to create a conducive and competitive environment for investments and businesses to grow so as to create more employment opportunities and eradicate poverty as articulated in my agenda on wealth creation. On empowerment of youth, women, and persons with disability, my government plans to provide a framework for engaging our people in activities and projects that equip them with current physiological, social, and economic developmental skills. The county government Microfinance Corporation Agency will assist small and medium enterprise traders to boost their businesses through a provision of affordable credit. This will increase incomes and create more employment opportunities for our young people. The need to embrace devolution and strengthen its structures to enable our citizens to reap maximum benefits is crucial under the government on good governance as my pillar, which I highlighted earlier. This will particularly be realized through development forums at annual county leaders conventions to ensure a well-coordinated project implementation plan for the county, including ward-based projects to be implemented through various departments. My commitment to ensure that we have equitable distribution of projects and development cannot be gainsaid. While we shall have a special day for the annual county prayers, we must resist the demons of corruption and other satanic temptations that may come your way in the line of duty. I wish to state here categorically that my government, and I want to state my government, will be zero tolerance to corruption. I will not hesitate to dismiss any person found culpable of corrupt practices, and we shall further institute criminal and or civil proceedings against such persons. To this end, you must adhere to the principles of good governance as enshrined in our Constitution, the Public Officers Ethics Act 2003, the Public Finance Management Act 2012, as well as Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 and the Code of Conduct and Ethics, which we have just committed to. My government will also deploy an electronic project monitoring system which will capture progress in project implementation, and this will reduce the high incidence of stalled and or incomplete or poor quality projects. We will adopt a value for money approach in the implementation of county projects, which will reduce widespread practice of inflated bills of quantities and collision between contractors and some unscrupulous government officers. I will personally ensure that corrupt and dishonest officers are promptly relieved of their duties to save the government revenue and safeguard the image of the civil service. Ladies and gentlemen, as we embark on the journey to transform our county, some of our thorny challenges include delayed funding from the National Treasury, which seriously undermines project takeoff and completion. Today, counties are in arrears of 90 billion Kenya shillings, being disbursements for the month of October, November, and December. Many contractors face bankruptcy as the list of abandoned or delayed projects gets longer by the day, affecting service delivery. Hence, the suffering of the common mwananchi in all the 47 counties. As the chairperson, Finance, Planning and Economic Affairs Committee at the Council of Governors, I call upon the national government to expedite the transfer of the county's equitable share without undue delay, pursuant to Article 213 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. Ladies and gentlemen, rampant corruption, as alluded to above, is another problem that, if not tamed right now, will bring most of you to your knees and with tainted names and destroyed careers. I wish to reiterate the position of my administration's zero tolerance to corruption. This unethical behavior must be rooted out of our system. Other challenges which are going to affect our development include weak human resource capacity, and one of the critical development agenda that is funding in our government. I direct the County Public Service Board and the Department of Public Service and County Administration to quickly address, to ensure effective and efficient delivery of the services to the people of Kakamega County. Lack of clear policies, relevant regulations, and strategic plans to guide department operations should also be addressed immediately. Poor attitude and dishonesty among the staff and inability to clear audit issues due to poor record keeping, and to this end I direct personal attention and involvement of the executive in addressing individual departmental audit queries without delegating entirely such responsibilities to junior officers. You must be present during and even after the audits, during and even the exit meetings. You must participate as executive committee member. Ladies and gentlemen, on the county's own source revenue, it is unfortunate to note that Kakamega County has the most porous revenue collection system. Instead of collecting our potential of almost 5 billion Kenya shillings, our collection is very low, below this target, and this is caused by the revenue leakages, corruption, and revenue cartels, among others. I therefore direct the CS member in charge of finance and the CEO of the County Revenue Agency to ensure that we collect our revenue and even surpass our potential of more than 3 billion Kenya shillings. This means that we have a huge potential that we are not realizing, and some partly due to revenue leakages and unscrupulous staff working with cartels. We must initiate a culture change on revenue collection through strict and active involvement of revenue officers in the exercise. Other staff of public service, finance, physical planning, roads, among others, should desist from collecting revenue, but instead support the agency by informing on emerging revenue streams so as to ensure full compliance and hence maximum revenue collection. I repeat, if you are not in the revenue agency and you belong to any other department, please desist from collecting revenue. The mapping exercise of our new revenue streams should be a continuous exercise by all of us as we endeavor to seal all the revenue leakages, points through full automation and quick disposal of discipline cases involving revenue collection. We must therefore pull up our socks in revenue collection in order to realize the projects and programs outlined in my manifesto for the people of Kakamega County. Let us enhance collection of on-source revenue through land rates, health services, advertisements, single business permits, cess, building plans approvals, among others. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition to strengthening the devolved sub-county treasury services, we will also strengthen the contract management system to weed out briefcase and incompetent contractors. An efficient centralized system of receiving, tracking and processing invoices from contractors to merchants will create transparency in payments and reduce the rampant delays which have caused untold suffering to our contractors and merchants. My administration will implement a robust performance management system where performance targets are clearly spelled out, and anyone falling short of the targets will have no option but to exit. My government will implement new supervision structures to ensure all employees are effectively managed, and stern disciplinary action will be taken against wayward officers who have little regard to work ethics. They will absolutely have no room to malinga and waste government valuable time and resources. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, these are just but the highlights of the county transformative strategies that I have introduced to the new government as we progress with our manifesto. More changes will be announced as we embark on the aggressive re-engineering of government operations. Please note that poor work ethics and lack of loyalty and ownership of government agenda will not be tolerated in my administration. At this point, I wish to remind all of you who have been vetted and sworn in today that the appointing authority and the CEO of Kakamega PLC is one, to whom you must pay total loyalty. I repeat, the appointing authority and the CEO of Kakamega PLC is one, to whom you must pay total loyalty. I once again extend my warm congratulations to you on your appointment. I urge you to generously share your wealth of knowledge and expertise with the staff in your respective departments and build synergies and teamwork to help propel our county to greater heights of development. I once again want to take this opportunity to congratulate Team Kakamega County for emerging the best county in the just concluded National Kenya Music and Cultural Festivals held in Kitui. Congratulations and asanteni sana. With those many remarks, I want to thank you all. God bless you. God bless